right, we are going to get going with the launch breakout. Wow, there's a lot of you in here. Okay, here's the deal. We got a lot of people outside, people getting coffee. So here's what we're going to do. On the count of 3, you guys are going to go absolutely nuts. And they're going to go, what the heck just happened? I missed it. I got to come back in. Are you with me? This is our secret. It's just you and me. Ready? Count of 3. 1, I need you to show up. 2, we're going to go nuts and scream and go crazy. Everyone outside's going to go, what am I missing? What did he say? And just tell them it was incredible. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Yeah! Woo! Works every time. I'm telling you, there's people running in the back right now. I love it. Well, welcome to launch. Welcome to Las Vegas. Welcome to the future of real estate. It was 2.5 years ago. I go, I think this is going to work. I'm going to leave a company that I'm in love with, Keller Williams, and I'm going to give EXP a shot. Somehow that made me a villain, made me a bad person at the company I loved. And I get it. They lost a good player for them. But I tell you what, for my family, this was the right move. For your family, this is the right move. So give yourselves a hand for being here. We've invited some superstars onto the panel. We're waiting for David Golden. David Golden, if you're in the lobby, get up here. But we have some superstars, missing one. I'll start on the far side over there. Tell them who you are, where you're from, and how many you've personally enrolled to EXP.
So my name's Tierney Jordan from Dallas, Texas. And this is my husband, Walsh. We've personally enrolled 34. We've enrolled more than 40, but they don't all count.
You signed up over 40. Give them a hand. We don't play that game. You signed up 40. Give them a hand. You guys are so funny. They count. They're human beings. It's okay if they've gone another path. My pastor told me a long time ago, I had a team of 47 agents before the crash, and then people were just starting to leave. It was really tough. He said, Brent, the only body of water, when water flows in, it doesn't flow out, right? It's the Dead Sea, right? Living things. People, not everybody's going to stay at EXP. It's okay. But we want to help them as much as we can while they're here. We all agree? Yep. And it's okay. So go ahead and I interrupted. I'm sorry.
I'm Walsh Jordan. I'm her other better half. Well, she's my better half. So,
where
Dallas,
you from?
Texas. Dallas, Texas. Originally from Detroit, Michigan. Been in real estate a long time, but never seen nothing like this. So I'm just happy to be here amongst greatness.
And how much will you guys gross in real estate this year, roughly?
About 44 million, 40 to 45 million.
Income from real estate? Just
1.4.
About 1.4 million. Just the real estate side of things, not counting rev share that you're adding that in and growing that like crazy. You got a great team, right? Yep. Awesome. Okay, and then we have...
I'm Shelly Johnson from Charlotte, North Carolina, part of the LePage Johnson Realty Group. My business partner, Craig. And we've got 32 personals, and we've brought in 42 total.
Awesome. Congratulations. And how big is your group now?
We're 1123 as of this morning.
1,100. Give them a hand and a little bit about it. And also, how much business were you came to EXP doing about how much a year?
45 million, 40 million.
45 million. But then they got distracted with recruiting. It happens. So their sales now this year, their second year is what?
90 million.
90 million, okay. 45 million, 90 million. Okay, very good. Have you ever seen a jump like that in your business ever when you were at your old company, which we will not mention?
No, we never had that happen.
But the initials are KW. Such a great training company. They actually are a great training company. Yeah. We love them.
We do.
Now, so 90 million, you guys are just kind of crushing it on all cylinders. Now, you guys kind of work like James and I do. Right. And by the way, Rob and James are running this event. They're amazing. Let's give Rob and James for the radio. They're truly amazing. So you guys kind of work like us. Craig, tell us how you guys work a little bit.
Yes, we are business partners. We are not married. We're married to other people. We work together incredibly well. We understand each other, we respect each other, and I think that's a big part of our success.
That's awesome. Funny side note, I said, come to San Diego, I'll buy your hotel rooms. I thought they were married, man. I had to buy 2 rooms every night. I'm like, this sucks. But you made it up to me, 1,100 agents. I love you very much. Now, how do you guys function as a partnership? Who does what?
So I ran the team before Walsh got his license. I continue to run that side of the business. Our personalities are really different. I'm more of behind the scenes. He's more of an influencer, people person. I'm more process oriented. So we kind of just split things based on what our strengths are.
Basically, she's the boss, and I just do whatever she tells me to do. It is.
Now that's a happy marriage, folks. That's what I've learned after 28 years, no doubt. Okay, are you guys ready to start this? So you're new, you haven't sponsored anyone, you've sponsored 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you're still in that launch phase of EXP. So a couple things, and we're gonna do a lot of Q&A with you guys and let you ask questions of everybody. But the first thing you need to do is build your Rob Flick wealth chart. So, and there's a video you can watch on how to build it, how to use it. Jay Kinder showed you a little shot of what it looked like. You could download it at BrentGoveResources.com. If you haven't been to Brent Gove, raise your hand if you've been to BrentGoveResources.com. Okay, about half the room. The rest of you need to go there. Everything we could tell you about's there. The Rob Flick training under Agent Attraction is there. So, do you guys have a wealth chart?
Yes.
Really, I'm so shocked.
Yes.
Okay, do you guys have a wealth chart?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Ask me if I have one.
Brent, do you have one?
We've seen
do.
yours.
I have one. Okay, now watch this. Now be honest. Stand up if you have a wealth chart that you have filled out and you've done. Stand up. Okay, no put down. Okay, sit back down. That was a visual. Everyone's like, why isn't it working for me? Because you're not doing the first step. Okay, that is the first step. So there's a video, it's about 28 minutes long. It's called the Rob Flick Wealth Chart video. It's at BrentGoveResources.com under Agent Attraction. 80% of you in this room don't even have it. That's like, I have kids becoming drivers. First you take driver's education, and then you practice. Student driver on the road, everybody get out of the way. And then you get your life. There's steps to follow. That's the first step. Do you guys agree? How important it was having a wealth chart and seeing your progress and writing your prospects and then seeing them, was it important to you guys?
It's very visual. It helps you be able to know who you're talking to and stay on track. I think that that's a critical piece to being able to keep on track and make sure you're connecting with people. And also, as people come over, you want to make sure you're staying with them along the way.
Excellent.
I'll kind of piggyback on that. It's a long play. There's a lot of people, you hear it over and over. You know, you've introduced the company to people and they say, no, it's not for me, or they're stick their head in their sand. But it's a long play. They're watching from afar, so you need to constantly just kind of lean on those people and make sure they know you're still there and you're still thinking of them. And, you know, I think a big part of it, like, this is a big event, so show everybody how much fun you're having, what we're learning, who we're locking arms with, who we're talking to. What, you know, that is what people want to see. They want to be a part of something, so I think it's important to do that, and that visual allows you to do that.
And it gives you the opportunity to come up with a plan, you know. It's very similar to building a database, in my opinion. So you come up with a plan, you have the people that you want to talk to, reach out to. It could be people that you've done deals with in the past. If I'm doing a deal, I typically wait till after the deal to talk about it, but just compliment them on the transaction and their business. But it really gives you that first step to come up with a plan for everything and build your pipeline.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, next thing. There's on that same agent training site, there's the Rob Flick 90-minute training video. We recorded it, edited it, and I'll be honest with you, we're like, he got done speaking, because Rob has like 18,000 people in his organization. If you didn't know that, 18,000. It's the actual number. In his 7 levels, it's 8,000. There's about 10,000 that are below the 7 levels, but they're still incredibly valuable. He is really talented. We literally watched it. We were shaken. And he goes, can you send that to me when you're done? Yeah, sure, Rob, we got to edit it. And I'll be honest with you. We're like, oh my gosh. That was like, we literally called it, me and James, like, that's like liquid gold. It's like a treasure map. I'll be honest with you. We held on to it for a couple months. We're just like, we can't. This is too good, right? And then we realized we were being selfish, right? We posted it for the whole world at BreakOutResources.com, and we encouraged people, we begged them to watch that video. It's 90 minutes long. It was done in Sacramento, California. I think he came one time to Sacramento in 2.5 years, and it was amazing, and we recorded it for you. It is phenomenal. So, again, stand up if you have watched the Rob Flick 90-minute training video. Stand up. Again, this should encourage you. This isn't mean to put anyone on the spot. Look around the room. You're like, I see it. How can you do something when you've never been trained to do it? Well, I've been trained, really, by the guy who has 18,000, by the guy who's just crushed it. You haven't even watched it. BreakOutResources.com, click on Agent Attraction. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have seen that. Have you seen the Rob Flick 90-minute video? Have you guys seen it? Oh, thank heavens. Ask me if I've seen it.
Have you seen?
I haven't seen it. Just kidding. Yes, I've seen it. I've seen everything. Now, here's the deal. I did Friday nights. I would invite people to my office. We'd have popcorn, hot chocolate. We'd have a bottle of red wine, a bottle of white wine. Some people had soda, some people had water, some people have a cup of coffee, little popcorn. It was not like this mega keg rager, okay, at my office. But we would have movie nights, and guess what we watched? The 90-minute Rob Flick training video. Friday night, after Friday night, I'd bring in 10, 15, 20 agents. Then the next Friday night, 10, 15, 20 agents. Skip a Friday, for 2 to Friday, 10, 15, 20 agents. And we'd sit there, because my office, my personal office, will hold comfortably 10, 15, 20's cramped, but we've done it. And we sit there on a Friday night at 7 and we watch it till about 9 for 2 hours, because we do about a 45-minute intermission and go, what are your ahas from this? What are you getting from this? We take notes and we watch it. You can go do that. Yeah, well, I've only got 2 people. Get your 2 people together. You could go to your cabin, to your house, to your office, to your lender's office, and you could do it. Does that sound good? Yeah, awesome. So these are some things there. I know it's the basics, but look at how many people aren't doing the basics. And again, this is not to beat anybody up. It's to lift you up and encourage you. When you start to do things, you'll succeed at a high level. Next thing, have you made a list of 100+ names? Have you actually done it? Have you gone through your phone, through all the A's, and you're going, that guy's an a-hole. And then you're like, right? And then you see these, Jeffrey Applebaum, you're like, who's that? Oh yeah. No. But you make your list, and you go to the B's and the C's. I've never gotten past, I think, H in my phone. And I signed up 40, and now we've signed up over the last year and a half past 40, another 37. I think I'm at 77 personally enrolled. You don't have to do it forever. Write this down. You ready? Write it down. Oh, good. You guys I saw movement. Ready? Write down. Short-term pain, long-term gain. I've listed 100 homes again and again and again and again and again. And when you're done, you get to do it again. And when you're done with that, you get to do it again. And then what? You do it again. There's no ending. Do you guys get it? I want to sell 100 homes. I mean, you pay the taxes, you pay for all the marketing dollars. You make a great living in real estate, but you are grinding. What do you mean grinding? Anybody ever listed that home when you shouldn't have listed that home? Anybody get that red flags going up like high? But then you go, well, 900,000 though. 3% of 9. Do you know real estate agents can calculate 3% of any number quick? Is this not true? Well, 3% of 900,000 is $27,000, and this couple looks high maintenance, but for 27 grand, I can put up with it. You finish the deal, and you're like, it was not worth it at all. You're almost like in marriage counseling. Your kids don't even know who you are anymore. You become a different person. You may have become demon possessed in the whole deal or something, I mean, have you ever had that client who's like, oh my gosh, I didn't believe in God or the devil, but I believe in the devil now, right? Listen to me, this is off topic, but when you have that voice about a buyer or a seller, listen. Anybody been around a little while? It's a rite of passage. Let's be honest, it is a rite of passage. Have you guys ever added up the commission and go, I can tough it out. I'm good. Have you ever done it? And then you went, like, I still remember, I don't think she's not an agent. I still remember LaVon. Like, I couldn't walk by her employment or drive by without shuddering to this day. Have you guys had any of those?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Rite of passage?
Of course, yep.
Yep. Same thing with agents. You want to attract agents who are positive, with good energy. You're like, well, I'm going to get this guy. He's a little cranky and grouchy and a little crotchety. You're like, I got him. Now he's going to call his sphere. Cranky, crikey, grouchy, crotchety, sourpuss agents have friends. And they're not positive. They're like, Remax sucks, but we're here. Keller Williams sucks, but we're here. You know, and then you get the cranky, grouchy group. Is that what you want? Hey, this is my tribe. And they're like, oh my God. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, right.
And then you wonder why they're like, I would never do that. You're going to get arrested. It's an illegal pyramid scheme. And you're like, take all this abuse. Did you listen to the voice? Okay? And so honor that. So list of 100 names or more. Stand up if you've actually taken the time from your phone or Facebook or closed files, done it. Stand up, 100 names or more. These are people that you hope to reach out to. So here's the deal. Somebody go, well, I don't know 100 people. I don't know 100 people. I'm new to town, new to real estate. Not like these guys. They make 1.4 million a year. They were doing 45 million. Brent Gove, he was born a real estate agent. Right? But I'm new. I can't. Poor me. I don't know anybody. Just gonna sell homes. John Jennings, are you in the room? Stand up. John Jennings, where is he? And your beautiful wife, Valerie. Stand up, Valerie. So this couple were the king and queen of they ran Purple Bricks for Sacramento, right? Give them a hand, you guys. And I befriended them 9 months ago. I had no idea Purple Bricks was gonna go, and then the bathwater, gone. But I was the first person they called because I became more valuable than their manager at Purple Bricks. I was like coaching them how to run their Purple Bricks team meetings. I was coming from value. I was good with them never coming. So when it was gone, I was the first call they made. And that was like 4 or 5 weeks ago. And I said, you need to be in Las Vegas. Boom. And then they're like, we've only been in real estate for a couple of years. And the way Purple Bricks works, we didn't have a lot of interactions with the agents the way it was designed, right? So he was, what do I do? How do I meet people? I go, well, there's this thing called NAREP, ARIA, the Women's Council of Realtors, Brian Buffini, Joe Stump, Tom Ferry, Mike Ferry, Remax. There's so many things. Pick one and go. Guess where he was last week? Tom Ferry. 5,000 agents who are forward-thinking, investing money, want to grow. So I said, I want you to get 10 business cards as fast as you can. Just get it done, and then get as many as you can. How many cards did you collect, John? 125. Give him a hand. So, whoa. Now, some of you are like, I got 125. I stare at them. They're my little deck of one. So he gets back. He called. He just got back. He called, I think, five of them. 5 or 6. How many of them agreed to check out and give you their opinion of EXP? Is that awesome? Go ahead. Who's your sponsor? He's good. Now, okay, sit down. Now, here's the deal. Because we don't. How many of you stand up if you email your listing presentation to your sellers? Hey, before you come over, email us your listing plan, and then we'll decide if you want. Stand up if that's what you do. I mean, it's like hardly anyone. How many of you say, well, I need to come over and see your home before I can price it? There's more to it than that. How many of you actually take the time to show up to your listing appointment, right? But we get in EXP and we're like flinging the webinar, text it, email it, drop it off on their porch, You guys with me? Does it help if they want you to come at 5:30 on a Friday night and you have to leave at 4:30 because there's an hour's worth of traffic or 4 o'clock, but you do it and they want you there at 5:30 and you're there at 5:30, you spend an hour and then you get home, you spend 3 or 4 hours for something that's finite, for something that has a beginning and a middle and an end, and it's over, baby. And then hopefully they refer you and you get to do that finite objective again, and then you do it. I've sold thousands of homes. How many homes that you guys, how long have you been doing real estate?
So we started off as investors in '98. I left corporate America in 2005, got my real estate license in 2006, got my broker's license in 2008.
How many homes have you sold in the past, however many, all of your years?
Last
roughly?
year,
400 or
last year we
500?
sold 200 homes just last
How
year.
about in your career? How many have you sold in your career? Guess.
Yeah, thousands.
Thousands, okay. Greg and Shelly, how many homes have you sold in your career?
I'd say thousands.
Thousands, okay. Me too, thousands. Now, if we stop that activity, and we're good at it, but if we stop, how much money will I earn from real estate sales? Nothing. How about you guys?
Nothing.
How about you guys?
Nothing.
That's why we're taking the time to do what Coldwell and Banker did. Stand up if you know Coldwell. It's a guy, or it could have been a woman. I really don't know. And Banker could have been a woman, a guy. I really don't know. Stand up if you know their first names. Coldwell and Banker. You tell me their first names. Stand up. One person. You were like a big star with Coldwell Banker. I know your story, so that's why. What were their first names? First, Benjamin and who? Colbert, because that's what they named people 100 years ago, okay? Were they the only real estate agents in America? No, there were plenty. Like Tom Tronk said, they were renting their houses, right? The only two guys who said, we're gonna attract agents, the only two, they're the only two we know today, right? Pretty much. Interesting. 50 years from now, 100 years from now, what will your legacy be? What will your legacy be 2, 3, 4, 500 years from now? I mean, dream big and then dream bigger. How many wells will you dig in Africa? How many homes will you build in Haiti? How many sex trafficking homes will you build to rescue little children from that trade? What will you do if you just had the money? But what are you doing? You playing it. You playing it. Listen to me. You playing it so small does not serve the world nor humanity. Do we all agree? Look at what Oscar Schindler did in World War II. Look at what Martin Luther King did. I mean, Mother Teresa was just a nun who went to end of the tracks in Calcutta and started scooping bodies off the ground that smelled bad because they were dying. And then she just did the work when nobody saw. But now she's Mother Teresa and the whole world knows her because she cared. What can we do when we fire that up in our life? But you've been so beat down. And so I went to Tony Robbins 6 weeks ago, and he's like, cut your news feeds. What's in the news feeds? Some crazy person with the bat does this. Maniac with the butcher knife does that. And there's this horrific sensationalism. It's not like Bobby got an A+, and that's not in the news. It's on your refrigerator and on the back of your car, but the news is the worst atrocities in the world. Hurricanes and typhoons and earthquakes. I need to be informed. You'll hear about it. But G-I-G-O, garbage in, garbage out. And you wonder why you struggle reaching out to people with this business. Start reading things, start going to stuff, and start doing stuff. So again, watch the Rob Flick video, the wealth chart. Watch the 90-minute one. Have movie nights with each other. Do it. Get it. Build a list of 100 names. I don't know anyone. John and Valerie Jennings. Get on an airplane and go somewhere. Well, I don't have the money. Okay, you have a capital problem and you have a defeated problem. There's a $39 want to get away airfare waiting for you. Okay? Well, I want to go next week. It's $900. Well, if you can't raise the money, between now and then, maybe go to a NALREP event or somewhere. So just meet people. Don't ask them. Just meet them. Be the friendliest guy there. Do not bring your business cards. I'm out of cards. Bring 2, hand them out and say, I ran out, it was crazy, but I'll get yours. And then collect it. I never hand out, you can come up to me and ask me for a business card. Anybody ever done that? I don't have them. Nope. I don't believe in business cards. I never give them to my clients. I've used to do it. My clients said, I gave out 10 of your cards. Awesome. Did anyone call you? No. I teach my clients, call me when your brother, your sister, your coworker, your friend want to sell, and I will call them. And when that happens, I'll give you a $300 gift card to Ruth Chris or your favorite steakhouse anywhere. But they're like, oh, WIFM, greatest radio station in the world, WIFM. What's in it for me? What's your favorite restaurant? This place in Napa, this place in Houston and Miami. Oh yeah, you like it? Oh, it's the best. It's Italian, it's steak, it's seafood, it's Thai food, it's amazing, it melts in your mouth. Okay, that restaurant, I'm giving you a $300 gift card. Are you with me? They will work like dogs to refer you, and they'll say, give me your cards. They go, I don't have any. I don't believe in handing out business cards. You call me and I'll call them. You think we're gonna call? Would you call? But they just hand out your cards and nobody calls you, so side note. So get the names and get busy. So that should encourage you. Build the list, watch the video, do the training, and you will start to succeed. Any thoughts on that list of 100 names? You guys all did it, and you started going through the list when you had time.
I mean, my thing is, EXP is a true sharing model, so share it. You can't be, I don't understand when we all real estate agents. We all been doing it, some for years and years. You can't be afraid to talk to people, period. I mean, all you can get is a no. At the end of the day, most people, they work all their life. Real estate agents, any other company, they work, if they just be honest, if they work all their life, they invest their money in some IRA, they get some financial guy, tell them, hey, give me this amount of money. How much money do you want when you retire? And everybody, the number, if I just be honest, the number that everyone throw out, that's a large number. Like if you could have this every month for the rest of your life when you retire at 65 or 70, what you think the most people would say? 10,000, right? $10,000. I mean, I know some of you guys are big ballers, but most people say 10,000, 5 to 10,000 if they could have that every month. They feel like their bills will be paid, my note will be paid, everything else, and they'll be fine. We only been here, I remember when I met them. I remember when I met Brent. I was in the back of the room, looking at everybody, mean mugging, like, this crazy company, ain't no way I'm coming to this crazy company. XYZ, what is this, right? But, hey, me and my wife sat on a beach with Gene, listened to Brent, and we was like, man, we gotta come. And we only been here about 1 year and 3 months, and we're already past 10,000 a month, passively. So
120,000 a year.
So for me, it's kind of like, okay, you say no, move on to the next person. It's okay, because you never know. You never know what's going on in somebody's life. You never know when they are ready to leave. So it's like anything else. It's a nurture. You have what's the CRM? You have your HOTS, your nurture and all that. So you just keep nurturing them until they're ready. But when they say yes, one person, think about this. What if that one person is Brent Gove, Shelly, or Tierney, and they go crazy? Look at your life. It just, boom, immediately. There has never been a model like this, so take advantage of it. I mean, I remember when I first came in, right? Me and my wife, we were doing the lunch and learns, so I called Brent. Well, I first said, Brent, what do you do? He said, man, he told us about the wealth chart. He said, every Friday, Walsh. I said, do you do it every day, all day? He said, yeah, but every Friday, from 2 to 5, every Friday when I first came in, from 2 to 5, I'll call real estate agents. And so I said, okay, why reinvent the wheel? Brent at the time, I mean, he was making some crazy number. I can't even think about what he's making now. But I was just like, man, if I can get anywhere close to 5, 10,000, I'm okay, passively. So I said, I'm gonna do that, and that's what me and my wife did. So we did that, and then we went on the far end. I thought we was doing it right. He was telling us to do lunch and learns. I remember calling Brent. We were doing lunch and learns twice a week, I think. We was doing lunch and learns twice a week at a place called Papa Do's. Okay, Papa Do's is we have 30 people in, We have 30 people in the
Forgot
room.
about this.
Yeah, you remember that, right? We have 30 people
good.
in the room,
Tell 'em.
and we're buying each person $20 plates. So I'm calling, so I'm like, dang, man, it's expensive. So I called Brent. I'm like, Brent, man, you killing it, man. What are you doing? I said, man, we doing this and this. He said, oh, man, you balling out of control. I said, man, my money don't say your money. And he said, no, Walsh, we have sandwiches, give them some water, and we'll show the video. And so I said, oh, man, I'm doing it all wrong. So the whole thing is, I'm
I
telling
was
you.
spending $60 on my lunch. You were
know.
spending $600
Yeah, I mean,
every
it was
week.
crazy. It was crazy, but it was working. But at the same time, we dialed it all the way back. So all I would tell you to do, I mean, one of the things, follow the model, right? And then you have to talk about people you're in business with. You know, talk about them because it's real. I'm in business with Brent Gove. I mean, Gene Frederick, Rob Flick, I mean, all these people are doing it on a high level. Whatever you want to do in your life in real estate, you can't miss it with these guys. So for me, you have to talk about that, and you can't be afraid to talk to people. They're gonna say no, of course. Most people, now you have some real strong business mind, and when they see it right away, and if somebody can explain it right, they'll jump on it. Then you have other people, it might take them a year. But it's okay, let them take their time and do whatever they need to do, and then they might come around. And when they finally do come around, they're gonna say, "This man, I should have came long." They're gonna say, "I wish I was here a long time ago, like we were. Like I wish someone would have introduced it to me and my wife. We had our own independent brokerage 3, 4, 5 years ago. I mean, I tell everybody, we'll be a millionaire off just to start. So it's a great opportunity. I know you guys are here. Do the well chart. Call people on Fridays. Every time you do a deal with an agent, talk to them about it. Don't be afraid. Let them say no. Explain it to them. Let them make sure they understand what they're saying no to. You have to make sure, because it was a lady one time. She was like, no, Walsh, I heard it. I done heard everything. I done heard it from everybody, blah, blah. I said, listen, I want to meet with you. It was a lady I knew, right? I said, you're going to meet with me. I said, and 2 things going to come out of this. You're gonna see the opportunity and join, and your money is gonna explode if you keep sharing the model like I'm doing, or you get a free meal out of it. You can't lose. So the worst thing she could get is a meal, right? And
what did she say?
She said yes.
She met you for lunch.
Yes, she met. Of course, yes.
But did she get a free meal or?
She got a free meal. She ended up joining, and she's doing well. I mean, and then you're gonna have people. True story. You're gonna have people come in. Where my boy Paul Martin at? I know he's in here somewhere. But anyway, you're gonna have people come in. You're gonna think they're gonna be a rock star, and they may not. That's okay. But you got to stay on them and teach them, because the greatest genius about Glenn Sanford is it's a true sharing model. It's a true sharing model. All now I have to teach you how to get going. And once I show you how to get going, Paul, I thought he was going to kill it, but he didn't at first. Now he's bringing in people left and right. So, but he finally figured it out, and he got off his butt and started being proactive. So be proactive. Don't have this opportunity, one of the greatest opportunities in our lifetime in real estate.
Beautiful.
And don't take advantage of it. I mean, you guys are here. Follow this guy. Follow this lady and this guy. Don't worry about me. Follow her.
Do you guys have over 100 now in your organization? Or where are you at?
200 or something. Yep.
200. I can't keep track of them. That's awesome.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yep. And we've been here a little bit about a year and 3 months. So.
Awesome. Year and 3 months.
Yep.
Gotta get going.
Yeah, we got to go on another level, baby.
You're doing awesome.
We slow motion around
Did
here.
you guys want to chime in on that, or am I going to hit the next one?
I was just going to say, you have a pot of gold in front of you, and it's whether you're going to take advantage of it or not. And the other piece is, he's dead on. You got to give people the opportunity to say no. It's okay for them to say no, and it's on their time. So as long as you set it in a perspective where people can be okay with hearing it, I think that makes a big difference.
What I'll say is, 1, learn the model so you can have an intelligent conversation about it. Don't try and present it all at once, and don't throw up on them. And then listen. I can't say that enough. You've got to listen to them, ask them about their business, their life. Like you said, you don't know what's going on in their life. You don't know what's going on in their business or at their brokerage. You got to find their pain point through conversation and then that's where you might continue the conversation. But sometimes it's a long play as well. So just
very good, very good. Well, thank you. So next question is, we beg you to do it, but who in the room, be honest, has a set time, Sunday evenings, Wednesday mornings, Friday afternoons, 2 to 5, Saturday mornings, 2 for Tuesday, But when is your EXP expansion day, your legacy, your chance to build something that is get off the insane treadmill of real estate? It's a great treadmill, but trust me, 20, 30 years later, you just fall over and you're it. No, I'm just kidding. But stand up if you have a set time to call every week. Set time, stand up. Okay, this should be really encouraging to you guys. This should be really encouraging. So here's the deal. From day one, we did the wealth chart. Rob said do it. We did it instantly, like the first week. That's what we did. I bet you guys did it too. So it's not like a mystery. It's history. We can actually go back and look at what we did. We watched this. We made our list of names. We set out a carved out time to build. We were not allowed to talk to buyers and sellers. For the first time in 20 years, that's all I did was call buyers and sellers for 20 years. I had made a great living in real estate. Made lots of great money, but I had to grind week in, week out, year in, year out. That's just no end in sight, right? So the good news is you can carve out that time and you'll start to succeed. And you're like, well, who do I call? You go meet people or build the list, go through Facebook. You don't realize when you go through your phone how many people you have forgotten, but you have not taken the time to go through your phone. I lost my phone, figure it out, do what you gotta do. Okay, next thing. Utilize your upline. Are you utilizing your upline? Well, I don't want to bother them. I hear it all the time. Brent, you're so busy. Man, not everyone here's in my group. This is Gene Frederick rocking it. Rob Flick rocking it. This is a whole collective group of leaders that are here. I'll help anyone. If I forget you, don't think I can't believe you forgot me. Forgive me. I do my best. Just text me again. But I like to text. If you email me, you're talking to James, you're not talking to me. I quit reading email 2 years ago. It's wonderful when you have people, right? Who needs people? You need people. But I text. I'm a texter, so reach out to me. I will help you talk to somebody and do what I can when I can. I'm going to help. So do that. Finally, here's what you guys are thinking about. You're thinking, I'm too late. And here's the deal. You are the who's who of EXP. You're the core group. You're the ones that are here. You are the pioneers of EXP. In 10 years when there are 30 to 40 countries open, and 10 years when we have 400,000 agents, not 21,000, and 4 years when the stock is whatever it is, they're like, oh my gosh, you were there when the stock was $9 a share? What did you do? It's like when people meet you 20 years ago when homes were selling for X in Dallas or Miami. I was selling homes in California for $66,000 a house, $58,000 a house. Oh my gosh, how many did you buy, Brent? None. I was driving the car like Glenn said with my muffler fell on the ground with the client. It was a turbo diesel Mercedes I bought from my neighbor. I think he stole the thing, right? And he's like, dude, I go, I got this. I hop out, open the trunk, grabbed a bungee cord, laid down, wired it up where the bushings had given out, and I drove that thing for 2 years with a bungee cord holding the bumper of the thing up. So I bought a brand new Chevy Tahoe, and you do all that. But man, we've been there, right? But listen to me. We are Uber before Uber was Uber cool. We're becoming a topic. We're like, oh my gosh, I can't even tell you the amount of RE/MAX managers that are in this room, Coldwell Banker stars that are in this room. I can't even tell you, yes, they're dancing, the amount of current Keller Williams team leaders thinking they need to do something different that are in this room. Ex-Keller Williams team leaders that are in this room. Owners of Berkshire Hathaway, Sotheby's stars are in this room. There are the number one recruiter for Exit Realty, number one is in this room right now. They're all coming. You guys haven't seen nothing yet. You're thinking, oh, I'm too late. Walsh and Tierney got them all. Craig and Shelley have 1,100. There's 2 million. You guys, come on. We're just getting started. And so don't be defeated by your own thoughts. Are you with me? Hit it big, go for it, go big. Is this not exciting? It's very exciting. So here's what we're gonna do. We have people starting to filter back into the room. We're almost done. We have 2 speakers left. A 3-minute speaker and then 2 speakers. I'm the last speaker. I've just been playing with you. You guys ready to get serious? Oh, I'm gonna get serious. I may pour gas on the stage and just light it on fire. Okay? We'll run out of the room screaming. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I am gonna break something. Okay? So here's the deal. If you cannot hold it, please, the restrooms are back on the left. If you can, we're gonna start like in 4 or 5 minutes. Please stay where you are, and we're gonna finish up, then we're gonna go have dinner and enjoy the night. And so that is it. Give our panelists a hand for being on. Thank you.
Thank you.